Well guys, it's Wednesday. Picked up Poof at the airport. She's not quite ready to backpack nor cycle. So she flew into Knoxville, and that was an excuse to do one of my favorite paddling trips. Guys, right in front of you is Double Island, one of my favorite places to camp in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is Double Island and our home for the night. Just a thank you to Wilderness Logics for coming up with these lazy slug tubes. Well, I don't know if they came up with them, but they're making them. It's pretty nice. It really makes setup and takedown quick and easy. You can tell that Adam and Jenny are with me. Thanks, Stormcrow, Thorwin. Just wanted to give a thank you to Dutch and kind of an apology. When these first came out, I was dubious. I was afraid of anything that would allow you to separate components of your suspension, knowing that you're going to leave something, most likely a tree hugger. But the Dutch hook will allow me to unclip the hammock during a monsoon. The only time I would use it and unclip like that is during a monsoon. So that decreases the chances that I'm going to unclip and forget part of my suspension. It also negates the need now for Dutch beaners, but just out of habit, they're still here. Of course, they would help me change out suspensions between hammocks easier, but they're not needed now in this setup. So, Dutch, I'm finally convinced it's a winning product. companion stove is good to actually cook on. You agree, Miss Poof?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Say hi, Poof.
Hello.
How was first night in the DangerBird?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Slept great.
And it's good to get it out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned yesterday we're on Double Island. This is in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is campsite number 78. The water's down this time of year. The only pain was this little mountain to climb with all the gear. So a shout out to Brucey High Five. We're paddle camping. Pooh's still not ready to backpack. We were hoping to backpack this week. I'm going to show Brucey this blue boat. That's a Mirage 580 Brucey, and it came from New South Wales. Came 12,800 miles without a scratch. Okay, if you guys don't know Wilderness Logics, you need to know them. Getting ready to use their slug tubes for an easy pack up. Watch. Maybe not so easy. It makes a difference not having that pillow in it. That easy. People are comparing the lay of the DangerBird with the Warbonnet Blackbird. What I've found out so far is that the DangerBird is the closest in lay to the Wilderness Logic's Night Owl. What I'm going to do now is kind of open these ends so the air can escape through my stuff. You can see it definitely holds air like a balloon. I'm going to do a dry sack today. I guess most of you would be stuffing this into a backpack. And like old Gringo suggested, you start in the middle. Done. What are you grunting for? Day 2 paddle camping, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, leaving Double Island. destination kind of unknown. Filling out the backcountry permits, we filled in Hazel Creek or Eagle Creek. Those are reservations only, and we were using the kiosk. So we probably won't stay at either one of those places. Do you remember that hat that Brucey High Five wears? I'm calling this hat my Brucey. For you guys that live far away, don't know much about Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Fontana Lake forms the southern border of the park for the most part. So everything on the right today is Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Over to the left is either Forestry Service or privately owned property. And way off in the distance, on a peak, and we'll zoom in as best we can, is Shuck Stack. The Appalachian Trail goes up that peak and right beside that fire tower. We're approaching a very possible stealth site for the night. You're wondering why we're not going to Hazel Creek or Eagle Creek. We didn't make the official reservation. There is a park ranger almost always at Hazel Creek. Eagle Creek's very popular. We saw lots of people at the boat ramp with all of their fly fishing gear, so we know they're headed to Eagle Creek. This little spot looks very stealthable. I'm getting ready to assess it for the hang potential. And Poof had a lot of difficulty climbing up to the campsite yesterday. It was very steep because the water is so low. This looks like it's going to be more poofable with her leg. She's paddling good though. That's the important part. So check back a little bit when we see what the hang looks like. Well, we're setting up stealth camp. First thing we did was get the OES MacCat Ultra in place. Skies are dark, 30% chance of rain. So if we get the downpour, we've got a dry place to run to. Here's the OES Stealth Cat. Pole mod in place. Looks pretty sizable. Yeah, the pole mod just gives you so much more usable space.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I can see through the hole, but the bolt won't go through the hole. This is why a lot of expedition sea kayakers don't like a ruddered boat. Ruddered boats have things that can fail. When Poof was paddling into this cove, I noticed from a distance she was only paddling on one side. Her rudder steering cable had failed at the pedal. So we're trying to effect a repair in the wilderness. The boat I'm in, there is no rudder to fail. So, but we're close to getting it fixed. That close. As far as kayaks with integral rudders, there's none finer than the Mirage 580. The failure was inside. I'll see if I can show you guys where it was. The left side pedal, the screws backed out right here, and that's what we're repairing. Poof is doing the final touching up of her setup, and from this right here you can see she's got her hands on a Jaxar Better no sniveler underneath an OES Stealth Cat. That's a hammock gear under quilt wrapped around the Dream Hammock DangerBird. Got a lot of vendors represented on this paddle trip.
You're going to use as your little anchors and road maps. KFC, and I think
Tonight's menu is premium chunk white chicken and red beans and rice, and we forgot a cozy. So that's okay, we're using the ETA Express to boil the water. It's already bubbling on top.
Yeah.
Amazing stove, remember 1 liter of water boiling for less than 2 minutes. Then we're going to transfer over here to my new companion, the companion stove by Zelph, and a much calmer flame than the jet engine in here. And we're going to let the companion stove do the simmer thing for about 7 minutes. Where we're stealthing, there's an abundance of good firewood. We built a fire just to really keep the bugs away.
so it goes.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. You see the spoon. Look at this yummy goodness.
Yeah? It's good.
Oh, let's say hey to Grizz. Hey to Shug. Oh, Shug's always got something yummy, except for the pink brains. Spam burglar, hanging out. Are you guys working on that Virgin Falls group hang? Keep me posted.
You just went. I mean, you don't want to hear an actual note come out. You just.
Here's the companion stove and the Firefly doing its thing again. I'm telling you guys, you can actually cook on a companion.
People can learn a ton.
Okay, we've used the companion stove 3 times on this trip. Now this was a 3-day, 2-night trip. It's still got some burn left in it, but that was the beauty that you could add 3 ounces. And like you see, the hash browns, we probably fried them for 10 minutes. So, loaded it once before we left. It still has fuel left. Well, it's the last morning. We're headed out. Want to say hey to Blaze. Hope the house has come along well. Post a video. Show us how it's going. Building a house, there's lots of snafus. Hopefully you're not running into any of them. Do it again. So it's working fine.